Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Perisno 0.6. Now, when we left off, we had just acquired a couple of Red Immortals items, which I was very excited about, and we have now arrived back at Grund, and we are ready to take on these Wolf Knights, because I received a message from one of you, and it stated that I should take on these Wolf Knights because they currently have a couple of Drachan Priesters in their prisoner hold, and he said that it was an incredible unit, so we are going to attempt to take these guys on and hopefully prevail. And on that note, I was going to attempt to speak to King Ingeld because one of you in the comments also suggested that it would be a rather good idea to hopefully persuade him to declare peace with Macavia. Now, I have spoken to him a little bit, and it does not appear that there are any options for peace. Only war, so not entirely sure what's going on there, but maybe I have not found it yet. So, yes, a little unfortunate, but what I did find was a rather unique option which may enable us to join his family, which would be very nice indeed. So, before we do any of that, we will be heading in versus these Wolf Knights, and ooh, they seem to be running from us, which is rather strange. I was not necessarily looking forward to taking these guys on, but we will hope that we can take them down. So, we have 110 troops, and they have 85. Now, what I did do was, thanks to the fellow that sent me that message as well, he suggested that I should go for some redwood archers, because first off he thought, well, maybe some Macavian archers, crossbowmen and so forth, because that would really fit with our current forces, but I thought, well, they're at war with us, so I can't really get those units, unfortunately. But then he suggested some redwood archers, as they are some very deadly and accurate units indeed, so well, I went over there and I acquired some, and I've leveled a couple of them up. Not too many, but hopefully enough to check out their metal and see what they're like. So, let us make sure that we get a good vantage point here. We do not want these fellows to have the upper hand, that is for sure, so let us make them come up this hill here, because I can only imagine that they are mostly on horses. I think they are probably going to be on horses, so we can only see and pray that they do have issues getting up here. Oh yes, that also reminds me, I do need to check the Holy Crusader's stats. So yes, hopefully he will not die in this particular engagement, and we will be able to check his stats after this. Oh, just now I've actually had a very bad feeling, because I am hoping that he is not going to die, and let's try to get our infantry down there, shall we? Yeah, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Okay, let's finally do that. Thank you very much. Okay, good. So, let's make sure that we're here on this hill, make their cavalry work hard to get up here, and we will hope that our archers can hit something. Now, one of you did also state that the Valahir clan's archers are pretty terrible at range, and, well, as they're not really killing anything at the moment, I may concur with that, so I think we're probably going to have quite a few losses here. However, our Valahir heavy Bojayas are probably doing quite a good job at the moment. Oh, yes, it appears they're killing quite a few. And just as I say that, it appears to be a slight civil war here, because it appears that the Wolf Knights do have a couple of Valahir clan units. So, not entirely pleased with killing our own, but it is a means to an end. Those Drachan Priesters will be ours. And it appears that our archers are doing a pretty reasonable job, I must say. Not bad at all, but I think we might lose in the end, because they do have Illica Falchi Rangers, and we know how good they are, so yeah. Okay, we're going to be moving these fellows a little down now. Oh no. This has absolute disappointment written all over it. Oh no. Okay, well, I think what we're going to do is tell our infantry to stand closer, just in case they do charge, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, this is not looking good so far, is it? Oh, maybe it is. Okay, they seem to be charging us, and we will then charge all of our infantry in as well. We will see how we deal with it, and I will not charge my cavalry in just yet, because I do not want him to die, that is for sure. Not at least before we check his stats out, because that would be absolutely terrible if we were to fail and him actually die. So, yes, let's try to make sure that that does not happen, and take out a couple of these units as we ride across the battlefield. And we seem to be victorious. Wow, okay, good. We have quite a few losses, which is very unfortunate, but we're going to hopefully be able to recruit those high-tier cavalry in just a moment, once we have acquired victory. Come on, let us take him down. There we are, thank you very much. And I believe there is only one remaining. Ah, there he is. I have... Whoa. Why do I have so many arrows? Oh, phew. I thought they were in my back for a second there, but they're actually in my shield. Okay. Well, I was quite worried there for a second. Okay. Let us actually be accurate with my mace for once. Thank you very much. There we are. Okay, 183 experience. Not bad either. There we are. Great. Okay, so 12 renown, 27 morale. That's pretty nice, I must admit. We did lose 19, however, and many of those were quite high-level units. Thankfully, we only... Oh, phew. Yes. I was about to say, thankfully, we only lost one of these Varangians, but he is only wounded, so we technically did not lose him at all. And these are the fellows that I wanted to rescue, so we'll take one of those as well. There we are. Okay, let's level up a little bit. Yes, there we go. Okay, now we do need to check out the stats of the Holy Crusader and the Dretchen Priesters. So, yes, I'm just reminding myself there. And, ooh, these are nice boots. We can probably give those to our companions. Salita and... who is the other fellow? Shi Jin, of course. Yes, there we are. And we will level up. Oh, yes, we've got 2 heavy archers now, which I think are pretty good. We'll see as time goes on. And let's just see, he has 29, this has 30, I suppose we will give this to him. He does look a little strange with them on, I must admit. It is only 1 armor, so maybe I'll just keep it on him for now. And if we find another companion that can wear them, then they will obviously be very happy with that. And, of course, Salita definitely needs new helmet and new boots. So there we are, that's not bad at all, I must say, for him. Very good. Yeah, the Huscar armor's okay, and I think I'll probably give this to him as well. The Morningstar is very nice indeed, I like to use it a lot, and I don't think I need to give him anything else, do I? No, I don't think so. Okay, that's great. Okay, so, yes, as I was saying, let us look at the Holy Crusader's stats, and marvel at... Whoa... Oh my goodness. Okay, so 400 in every weapon proficiency, 7 in power throw, 8 power strike, and 9 in iron flesh, 33 strength, 86 health. That is rather incredible, I must admit. 7 in riding as well, 6 in athletics, so he's even good in a siege. Great, wow. Okay, that is very nice indeed, just for completing a real-time event. And now we can... Oh, okay, so it appears that the Dretchen Priesters, of course, they are high-tier cavalry, but obviously not as good as the Holy Crusader, but he does have 400 in two-handed weapons, so I suppose you may consider him a slightly weaker version than the Holy Crusader, but we have 17 of these, so you can only imagine the amount of devastation that we could cause in the next battle with them by our side. Wow, okay. So, we lost how many? We didn't actually lose any forces right there, well, technically, because we rescued those prisoners, but yes, I will be heading back to Grund, and we will be talking to King Ingeld, and exploring the options, I suppose, because one of you said that we could potentially convince him to declare peace, but I was unable to acquire that particular option just yet, so it appears that we will have to look together. So, we should declare war on a kingdom? Not particularly. Do you have any tasks? Are there any challenging tasks? I wish to be released. May I suggest a course of action? Now, there's nothing here, as far as I am aware. Yeah, that seems okay. I wish to ask you something. Now, this option at the top here is definitely something that I wanted to explore further. I have great respect for your lineage. I wish to be affiliated to your family. That would be rather nice. And that seems to be it. Now, we can ask, how goes the war? And we can ask him to tell us more about the war with Macavia. No clear winner has yet emerged in the fighting, but I fear they may be getting the better of us. Oh, that is not too good. However, oh yes, they do think that both sides have suffered in the fighting with the Dragonlands. And yes, so I think we probably want to ask him about the affiliation to his family. My friend, I see your reasoning, but would you really risk straining our friendship by entering into a formal partnership? Well, he does have a rather sufficient relation with us, so... Ooh. Maybe I have not heard good enough appraisal from my family about you, or maybe I just need some time to get used to the idea. Let's talk further about it next week. Okay. Well, maybe he is... I would like to talk to maybe his wife? I don't even know who his wife is, actually. That is a little unfortunate. Well, I did actually attempt to try and find single ladies so that I could potentially woo them, but yes, I was a little at a loss from that. So I think we'll probably ask about any challenging tasks. There is a group of rebel huscars that are causing trouble. They are now fleeing somewhere and are very dangerous. Can you help me defeat them? Of course, I am very eager indeed. I will reward you well. I do not know their whereabouts at the moment, so you will need to locate them by yourself. I will start immediately. Yes, there we are. Okay, so this is one of the new quests. I am very anxious to get going. And who is this? My name is Scout Wilkins. I thought Macavia was ruled by Agathor Krex. Ah, here we are. Okay, so this is a claimant, I believe. We will read his story nevertheless. I am the leader of the New Gods followers of Macavia. For many years, tensions in Macavia have been building. The Old Gods followers still have barbaric ways and are uncivilized. We, the New Gods followers, turn to chivalry, honor, and justice instead of glory, fame, and battle. Our goal is to protect the innocent people and help those in need, not to cast them down like Agathor has done. Agathor and his followers are foolish and stubborn. They do not adapt quickly to change, and that is the thing that will destroy them. Their foolish religion and gods have never helped them, unlike our gods who have helped us many times. If I am the king of Macavia, I will swear to uphold justice and help those in need. Agathor is a tyrant that must be put down. The only thing stopping Macavia from erupting to a civil war are those cursed Drachans and Tauranians. A nation must act as one in times as this, and this is exactly what Agathor is not doing. If Agathor truly believes he can rule, then let them say so face to face with me, as we battle it out, lance to axe. Aha, so there we are. He is a claimant. I will not be helping him, as we are currently helping the Valahir clan just to survive against multiple wars on multiple fronts. So yes, we will now be attempting to search for those rebel huscars. So we will hopefully see them close to Grund. If I do not see them close to Grund, then I will have to cut away, I think. And that is a Grund patrol, so I don't need to worry about that too much. But yes, I think we probably do. And so I will see you soon. Okay, so as I was searching for the rebel huscars, we came across a siege currently in progress. As you can see here, Beluga Castle was under siege by a couple of vassals from the Dragonlands, and one of them being Baron Voldemar. And we are going to hopefully be pursuing him in just a second, but I must say that I have been incredibly unlucky not to have found these rebel huscars. Not entirely sure where they are, but maybe I have not searched enough just yet. So, first off, we will be heading in versus these fellows, and we will see how our cavalry, our newly acquired cavalry, shall we say, do. And, oh, it appears that Atheling Guntar was close enough to be able to assist us in this endeavor. So, let's head on. Oh, he will be a truer test of our arms. Well, you only have, I believe, 10 more units than he did, so we will soon see, won't we? Oh yes. Okay, so, well, I suppose we do rather outnumber him now. We didn't before, but thanks to our fellow from the Valahir clan, we are rather okay in terms of numbers now. But, yeah, I'm not necessarily one to work with other people, as you may have noticed. Yes, I am not necessarily too good when it comes to cooperative efforts, I suppose, maybe? Well, we'll soon see, won't we? Okay, I definitely want to move back here, and unfortunately it appears that the Drachen Priestess have not fully joined. As you can see, we only have Slighter and the Holy Crusader, because of course we do only have a portion of what we should actually have, in theory. So I think what I will be doing is just charging everyone in, apparently, because it appears that Aetheling Guntar is having to fight all by himself, so I think we will obviously go to assist him and do our best to deal as much damage as possible to their initial charge. Oh my, I'm not entirely sure why they do this sometimes, but it appears that we might be able to get some... Okay, we won't get some XP, but I was hoping that we might. Oh well, okay. Well, let us make sure that we are definitely going to be alright when it comes to the second charge that they may make. Not too sure about that, but our allies have lost a rather considerable amount of units already, and our enemies have 81 units on the battlefield, so this is where I am not really looking forward to charging in. That is what I must admit, oh my. Okay, well, let us get our infantry up the front there, and we will get our archers in a standard formation. And we'll see how we do here. Apologies for that small cut there, but I had to settle one of our cats, and she is now resting comfortably next to me. So yes, we will now continue our fight against the likes of this particular vassal from the Dragonlands, and it appears that our Valahir bowmen aren't doing a terrible job. However, the Dragonlands bowmen might be even worse, so we have no idea of knowing, but yes, it would be rather... Oh my, those fellows have some rather huge lances. I have a feeling that they might want to be on horses, but maybe they are designed for counter-attacking cavalry, so we will soon see, won't we? Okay, well, I think it may be a good idea to... Oh my, maybe not. Yes, I just looked at the unit counts, but it appears that they really don't have too much, I suppose, in the way of units, but... Oh my. Okay, this is where they have all been waiting. Okay. They have really gone into a very small death ball right there. I am... Yeah, probably a little bit dubious about going in here, but we have done it already, so let us stick with our decision and hopefully deal enough damage to be able to make it worth it. Oh no. Come on. Yes, there we are. Take down those guys, deal as much damage as we can, kill as many as we can for the experience, of course. And who is that fellow on the horse? I believe that is probably the Lord. Maybe we could take him out. Oh, he's blocking. Yes, there we are. At least take out his horse so he can't do anything with his lance. And, ooh, 43 damage versus him. Wow, that's pretty nice, I must admit. That is thanks to our piercing damage, of course. And there we are. We actually took out Baron Valdemar. Oh, yes. Very nice indeed. Usually I am pretty feeble when it comes to taking out the enemy vassals because they have a huge amount of armor, but in this case, thanks to our piercing mace, we are not too bad. So, there we are, 5 renown, 9 morale, not bad at all either, and unfortunately he was able to escape. I really did want to take him prisoner so we could gain a couple more orums, who knows? We may have acquired quite a few from that. And there we are, so I think it appears our inventory is full, and we will now be heading on to greener pastures, I suppose, and hopefully not lose as many units as we have been. But yes, oh my, wow, look at that. Elvery archers, they are rather nice, I must admit. And there we go. Okay, so this is where we want to try to be in a fight by ourselves, without the assistance of one of our vassals, that is, and maybe I can find the rebel huscars. So I will probably be cutting away, and if I cannot find them, then I will end the episode off. So, let's hope that we can actually find them. Oh yes. Okay, so as you may see by the blue-named fellows over there with 175 units, we have found the rebel huscars. I went all the way around the island, and as you can see by my tracks here, I came down past Grinder, and we have been successful in attaining their location. However, the only problem with it is, as you may see in just a moment, they have a huge amount of Valahir mercenary Varangians, and we know how amazing they are because we have a couple of them in our own army, as you can see here. I will actually just show the stats once again because we saw them once before, but I thought we may as well refresh our memories considering they have 69 of these, I believe. So let's just take a look once again. No, 59. They have 59 of these and 116 Valahir huscars. So I think you can probably tell what my next move is going to be, and that is to leave them alone. Yes, quite quickly as well. So yes, I am not going to be taking those guys on anytime soon, but I suppose what should I expect from a challenging task by King Ingeld himself? So maybe a little bit later in the game we'll be able to take those guys on, but anyway, as I said before, we will be ending this episode off here. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.